Hey guys, welcome back. Another day, another video in the car here. So we'll keep going here. See how much more we get in the motor tonight. I am starting a little bit later than I normally do. So we're gonna see how much we can actually get done tonight. This video might be a little shorter, but we'll try to get some more stuff done. On a side note, got a little heater out here. Whoop, 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 whoop. My neighbor gave that to me. He asked if I was working in the garage and like, aren't you cold out there? I'm like, yeah. So he threw this heater at me. He goes, I don't know if it works. It's been in my basement, but I'll dig it out and you can just have it. So nice little kerosene heater. Help keep a little heat out here, which is awesome. Another little cool story. I found that he said it's been in his basement for about 35 years. It's been a storage since his daughter was a baby. When she started crawling around, they put this little heater away so she wouldn't get burnt. And ever since then, it's been in the basement. So it's kind of cool to see the old thing come out and still work. So, woohoo, we got a heater now. And it still works. Old stuff, right? All right, we'll get going on the car here. Hope you guys enjoy the video. So I let that drain overnight. And as you can see, she's done leaking and all the fluids are out of that. So I go ahead and move that out of the way. And we'll just start removing all the stuff over here. We'll get to things one by one here and see how far we get. Looking pretty good. It dripped out nicely. All right, let's get started. Alrighty guys, we got this whole power steering and this bracket out. It's a little easier sometimes to just take this out as one piece. I found it a lot easier. A couple bolts here, a couple bolts there. Let's see if I can show it a little better. Had 5 bolts. Okay, one hiding here, one here, one here, one here. I said 5, huh? Okay, 4 bolts. One here, 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 and here. And it popped right out. It was a lot easier than trying to get inside these holes and get into that bolt while she's still in there. So that saved me a little bit of time, effort, and it just took all the stuff out right away. So that's the way I decided to go. Made it a lot easier. We'll go ahead and put this out of the way for now. And then, let's see here. I also removed the tail light here. Or tail light. Cheese and rice. I can't talk today. Sorry. The headlight. And the reason I removed that headlight, just to have a little more space to get that bolt right here. right here so I can remove these lines off there. Give me a little more play. So this can drop and get things out of my way and get the bolts a little easier. So woohoo! We're getting closer and closer. That was a big part out of the way. We're going to leave the AC compressor in there just to make sure that that line, I don't have to refill it. I don't have to worry about emptying it. Get a reclaim system because that is what you're supposed to do. That'll save me a lot of money right there. AC system works just fine, I do believe. I don't know offhand. I guess I could test the pressure, but I'm pretty sure it did work. So I'm going to leave that alone, and we're going to go ahead and just keep going on something else for now. All right. So one thing I do want to try out before we continue on, obviously I'm here. You get that harmonic balancer off. So what I'm going to do is try out one of my new tools. My little impact I bought. I bought it quite a while ago. I really haven't had a chance to see what she can and can't do. This will be actually the full real test. One thing I will note is the battery that it came with. Haven't used it with it yet, but I have taken off these lug nuts with this impact, and it just took them. I mean, just right off. And that was with the smaller battery out of one of my other tools, because that current battery was actually at my house that I'm trying to remodel right now or renovate. So this is the first time actually using it with the battery that it's supposed to have. So I'm gonna stick it on there. Let's see if it's gonna actually take that bolt off. I don't know if it will. I've never met an impact that I've owned that'll actually take those off. But then again, I'm a really broke dude, and I can't afford a big fancy holy crapper tool impact, so I've always had to use the cheaper stuff. So I bought this guy here, especially with it being battery operated. I can take it to junkyards. I can take it wherever I need to go, just for the convenience. So let's go ahead and give it a shot and see what happens. Grab it here. Latch it on. All right, here we go. Hopefully. Holy crap. Oh, it did it! Holy cow! It took it off! No way! No way! Dude! Are you kidding me? That took that off. Wow. that is just totally awesome. That thing got some power to it. I used to have a what was it? One that plugged into the wall, another electric impact. I forget the brand on it. It was one of the good brands. And even one of those brands that plugged in to one of your electric outlets could never get one of those bolts off, no matter what car I tried. That thing just took it off, no problem. Wow, I am extremely surprised. And it still got a full charge. Man, that's just awesome. So, if you're in the market to get an impact and you need one, get where I will be. Holy cow. Man, I am very extremely happy with that thing. Can't believe it took that bolt off. And no, I am not paid by Ryobi. I don't think they're going to want to follow some guy that has 55 followers. So, yeah. Truly honest opinion. Great brand. Great tool. Get it. Alright, guys. I think we're going to finish it up there. I went a little faster tonight than I thought it was going to go. I thought I was going to battle that harmonic balancer just a little bit more. Most of the time you have to get a puller to pull that off. And thankfully I didn't have to. And I was very surprised on that Ryobi that took that bolt just right off. That is truly amazing, and I'm very surprised about that tool. If you're in the market to look at tools, I just Ryobi. That's the brand I bought, and I've been buying for the last couple of years. As you see tonight, that's the first time I got to really use that impact. And plus their batteries are just so versatile. That battery in that, I've used it in my saw, my drill, you name it, any tool that they have, all the batteries will go inside another tool. So there's no worry about, oh, if this battery's dead, now I gotta charge this battery, then all this other stupid stuff. So it's a great tool, a great brand, especially for the price. I'm not gonna name any other brands out there that they're competing with, but I would say that they're definitely, well, right there with them. And especially for the price, you cannot beat the pricing for what you're getting out of that tool. So check that brand out, guys. It's a great tool. And other than that, we are kind of hitting a stopping point with this car. We are just about ready to crank that, take that motor out. But before I do, I need to get glass in this car. I don't want it sitting outside for a month or so, however long it takes me to glue that motor and that transmission and get the parts obviously pulled from the junkyard. That's going to take me probably a weekend in itself, just pulling another motor. So you may not see another video for a while. I know I still got a little more prep work to do, so there might be one more. Other than that, it'll be a pause point. We need to get the windows in here. We need to get a windshield. That way when she sits outside, I ain't gonna worry about rain, cats getting into it. Cats love cars. Any mechanic tell you that. And that engine bay, you can smell like cat pee. And this one, yep, it does. Thankfully, it's just the engine bay. I cleaned that right out. For anybody that's actually working in a car and you want to get cat pee smell out, best thing I actually found was apple cider vinegar. It'll take any cat pee smell almost out of everything. The only thing I have found that it will not take out of is leather. If you got cat pee and leather, I'm sorry, that thing's ruined. Just throw it away, because yeah, there's just no way. So that's kind of where we're at. And this little heater's still pumping along. We're doing great on that. My gauge on this hasn't moved, if maybe just a hair. I've been running for the last couple of hours. Before I even started the video, I came out, cranked this baby on, and let it heat up for maybe 45 minutes to an hour just to get the cold out of the garage. And as you can see now, I'm not wearing my jacket. My toes ain't freezing. It has done an amazing job. So if you guys are in the market for a heater, look for something that's kerosene, kind of like this guy here, and it'll do just amazing work. And you hear that? It's quiet. My little propane heater would probably heat it up pretty quick, but it's so noisy you can't hear just anything. It's quiet, it sits over there by itself, and it just heats up your garage. And it's barely used any fuel for these last couple hours. So I'm very excited to see how long this fuel will last. I'll kind of keep you guys posted on that. The tank wasn't full when I put fuel in it. I only put 1 gallon. Here, let me grab it. The 1K in there. 15 bucks at Ace Hardware. And it didn't even fill it all the way. It was bare bones when I got it. Obviously, it's been sitting for 30, 35 years. It's going to be dry. But other than that, I mean, that needle still hasn't moved. And we're talking hours. 3-4 hours. Something like that. So, great heater. Looking to the kerosene heaters if you're looking for one. Great heater choice. Especially this little quiet design. Especially if you're trying to do YouTube videos. It's great to have just something quiet. Alright guys, that's going to be my video for today. One more side note before I go. Sometimes when you're doing car work, I told you guys I like to put the bolts back in where they go. That's not always an option. You guys know that I'm taking that motor out. That block is junk. I can't reuse that block, so I'm not going to put nothing back into that block. That I'm going to take it back out later. Waste of time, waste of my energy. So one thing I would suggest, if you're going to do anything, and you need to save bolts, put them aside, get a bag, label them. It saves you so much time and trying to figure out where things are at. If this drops, bolts don't go everywhere. And that is key in saving you time and maybe money, because if you can't find the bolt, well, now you gotta go get another bolt. Go all the way to the junkyard or go to the part store or Ace Hardware if you ever need bolts. That's a great place to look. So yeah, drop down the floor. I know where they're all at. Don't forget to label it. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you guys are enjoying it. If you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. I'll try to give you any knowledge that I have. All right. Thanks, guys.